relating to the prayer. Do we make our prayer in the Arabic language purely out of adherence to the Sunnah, or is there other reason for this? Why we pray in the Arabic language?
Well, again, the Arabic language is a unique vehicle, and I emphasize it's really important. We know this through comparative linguistic studies of the Semitic-Hamitic family, or the Afro-Asian family, which is one of the most ancient and well-known families, that Arabic is ancient. It is an ancient tongue, much more ancient than Hebrew or Aramaic. And the reason for that is because it was preserved for thousands of years in the Arabian Peninsula. This huge and amazing peninsula with no river, no ports. It can sustain populations. It gets rain in large quantities, but the rain then flows off. It supports the tribes that are there. They have valuable lands. They can have large numbers, but no one can come in. It is protected from the outside. So this is part of divine wisdom. The Semitic people, the Chaldeans and the Hebrews and others, they come out of Arabia. The people of Abraham, who are called the Chaldeans, they live today where the Emirates are. And they were camel nomads. They were powerful camel nomads. And they came out of Chaldea and they conquered Samaria, which is the civilization before Babylon. And then they rule it and they bring in their language. But their language, which is ancient Babylonian, is fundamentally changed by mixing with the Sumerian people. But it is an ancient Semitic language. We say babun, baban, babin. They say exactly the same thing. Babu, baba, babi. They use the i'rab. They have things like that. But they lost very much. The Hebrews, the Aramaic speakers of Damascus and other places, they come out of the deserted quarter, which is north of Hadramaut. And they are the people of Iram. They are the people of Aram, as it's called in the Bible. Aram. Alif, Ra, Mim, the same thing. And they come out of the deserted quarter. And then they conquer what today is Syria and Damascus and Halab and Hamat. May Allah bless those lands and protect those lands. And they're very interesting too, because they had a culture that the Chaldeans didn't have. The Chaldeans are camel nomads, and they are sort of overtaken by Babylonian civilization. The Aramaic speakers, on the other hand, who come out of the deserted quarter, which is the land of Ad, of the ancient people of Ad, they hold their own, and they do not submit to Babylonian civilization. Very interesting. Very, very interesting, because they already have a culture. They already have a sense of themselves, which is very different from the Chaldeans. But all these languages come out of the Arabian Peninsula. And the Arabian language is an ancient language. And ancient languages, are amazing because of their richness, their precision, the link between sound and meaning. And in Arabic you have this, and in all the Semitic languages you have it. In ancient Egyptian, which is also the same family, you have it as well. And the ancient Egyptians believed very strongly that their language was the secret to all of their knowledge, because of the connection between the letter and the meaning. And in Arabic you see that very clearly, that the letters have meanings. The combinations of the letters have meanings. And so therefore, Arabic speech is extremely rich. And it is the perfect vehicle for the last and final revelation. So for us to use Arabic, to get back to your question, is something that gives us a great advantage. But as we said before, we also use the languages of our mothers and fathers and our peoples. And all of these languages are miraculous. The English language is a great language, an ancient language. And it is a language with the purest monotheistic tradition of all known Indo-European languages. Beowulf, which is at least 200 years before the Prophet. And Beowulf is pure Tawheed. And it has over 30 names beautiful names of God in His perfection. So we have to honor these languages. It is an honor for us to speak them and give them meaning and give them life. And we can pray in those languages. We have to write all of our knowledge in those languages. We have to use these languages to the fullest, but they can never take the place of the revealed tongue and the way that it's used. And that for that reason, when we do the real dhikr, we almost always use Arabic for that, because there's no substitute. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Al-Malik Al-Quddus Al-Salam Al-Mu'min Al-Muhaymin. These words are huge words. Okay?